Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a Kentuckian originally from Syria is commenting on how the global change is affecting him in the bluegrass. Plus, a local playwright put an Appalachian twist on an age-old Christmas carol.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. I'm Madison Carmouche. We are at 5:30 this Tuesday morning, and believe it or not, it is December 10th. Let's check in with meteorologist Megan Dusmall for a look at your forecast this morning. Megan, it does not feel like December 10th outside. I can say that.
It definitely does not. I mean, those temperatures are quite warm this morning, and we're going to get even warmer. But the thing that's even, crazier is we got this fog and we now have the rain. I mean, it just picked up here in Hazard, so it's a very interesting weather day. I mean, temperatures, rain, and then we have snow in just a couple days, and those cold temperatures, really just an accumulation of everything. So as you're heading out the door this morning, there are those warm temperatures in the 40s and 50s, and here are the highs for today. I mean, if you didn't believe me, it's going to get warm. We're looking at the mid to upper 60s. Some places could potentially even see that 70-degree mark being hit, which is absolutely crazy for this time of year. I don't think I'd ever believe I'd be saying that, especially in Kentucky. But let's take a look at that live pinpoint Doppler radar, where you can see that the rain is just now approaching Hazard, but it just moved through London, and it does have another set of rain that is moving into Monticello this morning. We'll continue to see that move through our area and stay with us all day long and into your Wednesday. But for the next couple of hours, well, you'll see those rain chances really just scattered throughout the day, and then we'll see those temperatures warming up, hitting that high around that 3 o'clock hour. Madison.
All right, Megan, thank you. 2 people are behind bars after a collision in Wayne County. Sheriff's deputies responded to a complaint at a home on Morris Hill Road on Saturday. Tiffany Gladish was reportedly behind the wheel of a Chevy Malibu when she hit Nissan SUV being driven by Tracy Kidd. Both people involved in the incident reportedly told police a similar incident happened the night before, which was not reported. Gladish and Kidd were taken to the Wayne County Detention Center. A judge has yet to decide whether or not a suspected murderer will face the death penalty. Stephen Shing is accused in the shooting death of Scott County Sheriff's Deputy Caleb Connolly in May of last year. Prosecutors are seeking the death penalty if he is convicted. His lawyers say it should be off the table because of previous diagnoses of bipolar disorder and PTSD. However, a psychologist who took the stand says it's been nearly impossible to track down any records to support that claim. His next status hearing is slated for February 11th and his trial later that month. An owner of a cockfighting venue in Letcher County was sentenced to 8 months of home detention. The Lexington Herald Leader reports Robert Dwayne Baker pleaded guilty to a charge of conspiracy to commit animal fighting. As part of his plea, Baker also agreed to tear down the venue and forfeit more than $85,000 to the government. Police in Powell County are investigating a situation where a car went through Stanton and reportedly destroyed multiple mailboxes. Police say it happened during the weekend. They say multiple people were inside the vehicle. Anyone with information about what happened is asked to call Powell County Dispatch at 606-663-4116. Many in Kentucky are following the situation in the Middle East, including one man who is originally from Syria. Shaban Motamani says since he came to the U.S. in December 2016, he has been calling Danville home. Now he hopes to reconnect with family overseas, some of whom have been in jail for much of the 13-year Syrian civil war. Shaban says as a father to younger children, it has been difficult to explain what this change means for Syria and for their family still there.
We still have family in jails. We don't know anything about them till now. We are happy, but we get more happy if we find them alive.
Motamani says in the past they were scared to mourn loved ones killed during the country's civil war out of fear for retaliation. He says now that feeling has changed. The Challenger Learning Center of Kentucky has a new director. Officials have announced Olivia Sturgill as the new director in Hazard. A news release says Sturgill brings experience in education, grant management, and community outreach. She also has a principal/superintendent certification. She succeeds Tom Cravens, who has been the center's director for 25 years. A new wildlife management area opened in eastern Kentucky. Located in Clay and Jackson counties, Little Sexton's Creek Wildlife Management Area comprises of more than 1,110 acres along the north of Little Sexton Creek. Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife officials say the property provides public access for hunting, fishing, hiking, and wildlife viewing and is open under statewide regulations. The Kentucky Nonprofit Network is planning a regional forum in London later today. The forum is being hosted from 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. at the London Community Center. Leaders from nonprofit organizations in the area are invited to connect and discuss the latest issues and opportunities nonprofits face. Baptist Health is celebrating its 100th anniversary this year with a series of events, including a special December focus on system-wide blood drives. Yesterday, 2 Lexington locations partnered with the Kentucky Blood Center. KBC needs 400 donors daily to supply more than 70 hospitals. Officials stress the importance of having donations ready for emergencies. KBC says O negative and A negative are in high demand.
We need every donation that we can get when the weather is good, when people are healthy and able to come out and donate.
Baptist Health has used more than 6,000 blood products this year, and you can mark your calendars now. WYMT will have its winter blood drive here at the station on Wednesday, January 8th. Christian Appalachian Project is set to have a toy distribution event later this week. The event, known as Operation Sharing, will be on Thursday from 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. at Owsley County Elementary. Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman is set to be there and will speak at the event. More than 2.8 million toys will be given to kids through CAP in Kentucky and Tennessee this Christmas season. The Big Sandy Community and Technical College tasked Pike County playwright Trayton Blackburn to put a country twist on a classic tale. Blackburn, with the help of his wife Tara, created a story in which Charles Dickens's Scrooge is a bluegrass music producer in the fictional Howdo Valley, Kentucky. Like the original story, Scrooge forgets the meaning of music and merriment and has to find his way back through the help of the haunting haunts of Christmas present, past, and future.
Taking Dickens' original story about class and the holiday season and all those, important themes of charity and kindness that he was dealing with, and finding the Appalachian words to tell that story.
The show will be back at Pikeville High School Friday and Saturday nights at 7:30 and Sunday at 3 p.m. Tickets are $12. Coming up, folks showed their love and support as they came to remember the life of Bernie Faulkner.
And colder temperatures are returning. How long will temperatures go? I'll have that answer coming up.